And Himalayas are like our head for Bharat Mata, and it is the pride of our continent, our planet Earth. We need to protect Himalayas. You see, the glaciers are melting today, environmental conditions are really need attention. So the biodiversity in Himalayas have to be protected. Himalayas are the source of many rivers for our country, and we have to see that the rivers are kept clean and pure, and the habitation that is in Himalayas does not in any way pollute the rivers. This is very important. So protecting our environment is very, very important. At the same time, education for people living in this region, the tribals who live in the entire belt of Himalayas, is also a very big concern. We need to give them proper education and infrastructure. This is a big challenge. How do you give a right infrastructure at the same time protect the biodiversity? This is what we need to do, and this we can learn from many of the countries of Europe like Switzerland or Austria, how they have maintained their ecosystem. At the same time, they have given the best to the people living in the remote regions of the mountains. And nature-centric entrepreneurship is also something that we can plan. We need to give skills training for children for livelihood. For livelihood, otherwise they don't know what to do. And there need to be a balance between agriculture and horticulture. We cannot allow deforestation happening anymore in Himalayan region. Himalayas are source of many herbs. People are unaware of it, and we are simply cutting the trees and rooting out the natural herbs that grow there, but start having it paddy field or growing vegetables. These are the things that we need to educate people in this entire belt, all the Himalayan belt. Healthcare facilities also need to be brought there in this region. Normally, the hilly people are much more healthy and they are very strong, robust. Nevertheless, there need to be proper medical care that should be made available to them. And tourism, again here, tourism should be developed, but not at the cost of environment. We need to give that ethical tourism. We need to educate people before they go to Himalayas that no plastic is allowed and how they should behave, what they should take with them, what precautions they should keep in mind. These are some things that we need to educate our population who go on pilgrimage or tourism to the Himalayan region. People go on trekking and they leave all the garbages here and there. And the animals, they eat those plastics and they suffer. We can do a lot to educate, to protect, and to grow the biodiversity in the Himalayan region. I'm glad that such a conference is organized now, and volunteer forces need to be trained to further these missions. And we as Art of Living are ready to join hands with you, train the volunteers in protecting the environment. Here in Maharashtra, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu and Kerala, we have rejuvenated 47 rivers and several thousand water bodies. These rivers were just in the papers, government records. On the ground there was no river. So we had to trace out to the source of the river, and then from there put recharge wells and make the river flow. And that is what has happened today. The rivers are flowing. I would like to say there are many small streams that comes out of Himalayan region. People living in the villages atop of the hills, there is water scarcity for them. At the same time, small streams are flowing downhill and it floods the plains. We can start some recharge wells and see how this water can be best utilized, and it's kept pure all the way through. While there is plenty of rain, there is soil erosion, and the water that comes down becomes impure. We have to see how we can keep the sources of water very pure, and how these people living in the Himalayan region, they don't suffer from diseases due to water pollution or lack of water. Many villages do not get proper drinking water. And to do all this work, you need volunteer force. You need people, local people who take interest. This is something we need to do also. We need to train the local people in ecosystem, in protecting environment. And this is possible when the government agencies and the NGOs, non-government organizations, come together with a shared vision and in a specific time frame to implement projects and make it a big success. Let's all join together and make this Himalayan project a big success. Himalayas are sacred to us, and they are source of our well-being. Namaste.